WASTLE was already ready to participate in today's and tomorrow's national general cleaning exercise until yesterday when our interest got heightened. I mean, the president had to call for National Security Council meeting yesterday, and from his presentation, I mean, you can detect from his disposition that the president is particularly concerned about the flooding situation and the sanitation issues in this country. In fact, he acknowledged the fact that in as much as flooding is a natural disaster and we may not be or we will not be able to stop it, at least there is something we can do about it to mitigate the effect anytime it rains. And that is where WASTLE got more interested. And so, just like how every citizen of this country is supposed to join the president in achieving his vision, in ensuring that whenever it rains, the flooding situation doesn't get worse, sanitation issues are taken seriously, WASTLE is equally interested in assisting the president achieve this.
So, in compliance with the President's directive regarding the cleaning exercise, we at GETFUND also thought it expedient and wise to marshal our officers and our staff to come out and clean our environment in our communities where cleanliness, like they say, is next to godliness. So that's why we are out here this morning to support this initiative.
GETFUND is also here to support the victims of the recent flood. In the sense that if we clean our environment, make sure that the refuse are taken away. It will reduce the deposition of refuse all over the environment so that the nation can be cleaner, so that the country can also be named as one of the best nations in Africa that is clean. We also make sure that we support the President's directive, and we also employ the President. If it's possible, this should be made as an annual or a national event so that people can participate to make the country clean. Thank you.
Yeah, in addition, I think this exercise should be institutionalized so that if it's done once every quarter or every something, we must make sure this is a regular exercise that we continue to take it up.
On that, it behooves us to make sure that our environment is clean, which then will be a preventive tool to this devastating flooding that we see all around us.
Well, I think they said it all, but the most important thing is that this should be an initiative by every individual. It should not take the president to make us clean our environment. If we individually decide to clean, we will not get to a point where the president has to give a directive. And so we are appealing to everybody to make sure that they take cleanliness seriously, stop littering around, and then make sure that especially our gutters are cleared for water to flow anytime it rains.
So first of all, I want to thank His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama, on the directive for all of us to get involved in cleaning our community. Cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. Good health is a national security matter. Dovetail to national security is fuel security, and that's what we do at NPA. But today, we strongly believe that the directive by the President John Dramani Mahama to get our communities clean is in the right direction. So, as Chief Executive, together with the staffs of the National Petroleum Authority, we are out to clean our immediate surrounding, which we have done perfectly well. Thankfully, we're joined by the staffs of Petroleum Commission as well. I have accompanying me today is the Honorable Deputy Minister for Agric, the people in charge of Akoko Nkitinkiti. But most importantly is the cleanliness and what we have done today. We realize that most of the gutters around here, there are problems with engineering, they are quite narrow, and so the silt, the rubber usually chokes it. We strongly believe that the people with better competence relative to these matters will help to re-engineer the whole process and the drainage system. But today has been a very impactful outing. We've had great guys here, and let me say, Waste, you guys are doing so well. WASTLE, you guys are doing extremely well, and I'm very proud. I have here my learned senior, Alpha, the Deputy CEO of Petroleum Commission, who has joined me. Today is a joint collaboration. Petroleum Commission upstream, NPA downstream, to downstream the cleaning work. So that's basically what we have done, and it has been a very impactful meeting. Now, if you can see the work undertaken by these young people, they have developed an app that allows you, going forward, to just send your location and they'll be there to carry your wastes. And so that is the deployment of technology towards waste collection, among others. And I want to applaud you guys for developing that solution, so that it doesn't always get to the situation where you have to be placing calls here and there, and sometimes they don't come actually. And so this solution is very good. I want to recommend it to as many of our people that would want to access it. It's a good solution. NPA would also try, the estate department would also try and be using this more, so that together we can get our society and our environment cleaner.
Thank you so much. Today is a responsibility day, let me put it that way. It's a day of civic responsibility, a call to action by His Excellency the President, which each and every Ghanaian is required to respond to. At the Petroleum Commission where I sit, we consider it very important, not only because it aligns with the core values of the Petroleum Commission, which has to do with safety, which has to do with environmental sustainability, and working assiduously towards achieving the mandate of His Excellency the President, but also because it aligns with the mandate of each and every citizen of the world, which is to safeguard the environment, to ensure that the next generation grows to also benefit from whatever we have done today. I was particularly very happy when the NPA reached out, indicating to us that the CEO of the NPA has asked them to reach out to us if we can do a joint cleaning exercise on this issue. At that material moment, we were also considering same, but that was a very proactive step on the part of NPA to have reached us first. And so we gave a clear indication to them that we were going to do this with them. And as you can see this morning, staff of both organizations came out in their numbers. We did the necessary things that we had to do, went around our environment, cleaned our environment first, the environs around our various organizations we went around, we did the silting and all of that. And all that we did is helping towards achieving the call to action that His Excellency has called on all Ghanaians to achieve.
I'm happy that today most of the agencies in IAWASOS have come out to clean their environments, especially NPA and Petroleum Commission. Other institutions as well, Bets and Debts, Ghana Gas, Student Loan Trust Fund, other institutions in my constituency are also coming out to clean their fronts or their environment. And I feel that if everybody does that, it would definitely go a long way to help make IAWASOS clean and then Ghana clean as a whole. I must also commend WASTLE for coming out to support us. I mean, we launched it a couple of days ago in Baleshi, on Tuesday in Baleshi, and it was great. And I think it's an innovative way of collecting waste or waste management. And so thank you guys